go home.
Take a place.
You can walk. Manage yourself. Hello. See, please. Baba, see, please.
I'm not fucking okay.
I'm not talking to you.
Who is this? Who him be now? How people do their work now? Let's do our job. Let's just do your job. Who is this?
This is so heart-wrenching. This is so painful to watch. Even if you are a supporter of Bola Ahmed Tinubu or the APC, this is condemnable, and you should raise your voice and condemn this act of man inhumanity to man. We should not descend too low to the fact that we are not sympathetic to the plight of others. What the federal government is doing to this man is condemnable. Recall that in February 2014, the federal government has illegally detained 2 Binance executives that were invited over in Nigeria to discuss the future of the cryptocurrency and the forex in Nigeria. The name of the executive were Tigran Gambarian and Ajanwala. According to the federal government, Ajanwala, who is a Muslim and a Kenyan British national, has since fled from Nigeria after escaping from the prison. To date, they are yet to give information regarding how he was able to escape and flee from this country. Tigran Gambarian is the one that has been in custody ever since then. The federal government accused Binance of manipulating the forex in Nigeria. You remember that period when the naira hit 1,900 per dollar? The federal government has accused Binance of being responsible for the free rise of the naira against the dollar. This led to Binance shutting down its operation in Nigeria. The federal government then invited Binance executives over to Nigeria so they can discuss the way forward. On getting to Nigeria, 2 Binance executives were illegally detained by the federal government. The federal government asked Binance to pay $10 billion as fine for destroying Nigeria's economy. Binance, however, has refused to meet the federal government obligation of $10 billion. And that is the reason why the Binance executive is still in custody in Nigeria. Binance has complained that the health of the executive has deteriorated, and what you just saw there shows that the man's health is failing. That video is cruel. It's showing the world how Nigeria treats people. That man is not even a criminal. He has not been declared guilty by any court of competent jurisdiction. I have not even seen a criminal that is being treated the same way this man is being treated. But yet, look at the way he's being treated like a deadly criminal. This man is not even the owner of Binance. He's not even in the top 10 hierarchy in Binance. But look at the way he's being treated simply because he came to Nigeria to negotiate with the federal government on behalf of Binance. What the federal government is doing to this man is cruel, and we must all condemn it. They are showing the world that Nigeria is a place of lawlessness. They are showing the world that Nigeria is a place that does not respect the human right of people, nor do not even place value on human life. Of course, you and I know that Nigeria do not place value on the life of our own citizen, but showing it to the world is abominable. Every one of us should stand against this, because these people, they are destroying this country. They are not doing it for their sake. They are doing it for our sake. Even their kids will not experience the atrocities they are committing in this country. Most of their kids stays out of this country. We are the ones that we are going to face the atrocity that these people are committing in this country. Treating a foreign national that did not commit any crime in Nigeria. What else do you think they are showing to people outside the country? They are simply scaring away foreign investors. No foreign investors would like to come to this country to invest, because looking at what just happened to a foreign national, such a foreign investor will be scared of his or her own safety. If they are doing this to a foreign national, imagine what they can do to their own citizen. Just think about what they are doing to Nnamdi Kanu, who has been incarcerated for close to 3 years now. How about Pidon, that investigative journalist on X that has been revealing government classified information? Imagine what they would have been doing to that young man. Imagine the ordeal, the travails that young man has gone through in the hands of the security operative. Let's not even forget the 10 end bad government protesters that the federal government is trying to convict for treason. Do you know what it means for protesters to be charged up for treason? It shows you the kind of value this federal government places on people, especially her own citizens. They don't place any value at all. As long as they perceive you as someone that is standing on their way, they see you as an enemy of the state. And that is the reason why they are calling people who went out to protest to call for good government in their country. They are charging them for treason. These are the same people that came to power on the heels of protest. These people protested against Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. No one charged them for treason. No one sent police to disperse them. No one arrested them for protesting against an elected president. But yet they are here today, having that same power. They've turned their back on the same thing that brought them to power. The same protest that gave them so much relevance and the voice they used in carrying out their propaganda. They've turned against that same protest. They are now charging their own citizen that is protesting against them, demanding for good governance. They are charging them for treason. They are simply telling the whole world that they don't have respect for human rights. There is no rule of law in Nigeria. Forgetting that rule of law is an intangible asset. No foreign investors will like to come to a country where there is no rule of law. Go to countries where there is no rule of law. You hardly find foreign investors in that country. Every foreign investors want to invest in a country that will protect their life and properties. An investor is always attracted to a place where the rule of law thrives. You can now deduce the reason why 16 multinational foreign companies that have left the shore of this country ever since Bola Ahmed Tinubu became the president. This is no coincidence. They simply perceive that Nigeria is no longer favorable for them to continue in their business. The CEO of Total Energies went to Angola and invested $6 billion. When he was asked why he left Nigeria, where Total has been doing business for years, to invest in Angola, he cited unfavorable business conditions, insecurity, executive bureaucracy as the reason why he left Nigeria to invest in Angola. And of course, you can see the reason why the economy has gone down the drain. There is no coincidence for all of this. Everything the federal government is doing is affecting the economy and is driving away foreign investors. This show of shame in the courtroom is enough to drive any foreign investors that is thinking of coming to this country to invest. This is highly condemnable. There is nowhere in the world where you lock someone without a trial. Just recently, France arrested the CEO of Telegram, Durov. He spent 4 days in custody and was charged to court. The court released him on a 5 million euros bail. This is how a country with rule of law operates. There is no how this man would have been held beyond the stipulated time by the French government. And the court is there to protect his rights, irrespective of whether he's a citizen or not. Here in Nigeria, this Binance executive has been in custody since February 2024. And the court is here to give any judgment regarding his unlawful detention. The court has a final say in the land. If a court gives a directive or a judgment, the federal government is bound to respect that directive or judgment. But here in Nigeria, we don't have such. The court is even scared of the federal government. The federal government can give a directive to the court and the court will respect the directive of the federal government. This is the reason why the court is here to give any judgment regarding the detained Binance executive. This is because the court now take orders from the executive, and this is very, very wrong. We must all condemn this. The court should give a speedy judgment regarding this Binance executive. He should either be sent to prison depending on if he has committed any crime. In this case, this man has not committed any crime at all. The federal government is just holding him as a leverage or a ransom to force Binance to pay money for what Binance is not responsible for. If the court cannot give a speedy judgment regarding this man, he should be released, because this is bringing an international disgrace to Nigeria in front of the international community. Illegally kidnapping an executive that came into your country to hold a business meeting with you is wrong in the eyes of the law. Bola Ahmed Tinubu should stop doing more harm, more damage to this country. The one he has done is enough. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.